Good morning, friends and potential friends. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. It's about 10:30 in the morning. The sun is coming up over the trees. The garden's all looking bright and fresh. And I figured I'd just come out here and walk around and enjoy it a little bit. But you don't really want to be looking at me, not when there's all these beautiful vegetables growing all over the place. So let's swap out the cameras and I'll give you a look at what's going on. Well, a little past 60 degrees this morning. We've been in a bit of a cool stretch, well, cool for Florida. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. And it's slowly warming up towards the next front that's due in a few more days. But I'm starting to get the feeling that we're on the downward stretch. My last frost date is a little less than 2 weeks from now. And my gut is telling me that we're not going to get a freeze this year. It hasn't happened yet, and from what I see of the weather, it doesn't look like it's going to. So everything's growing good. Still a little bit slow, but it's growing good. Got a bunch of little radishes that have popped up in here. My carrot tower still looking pretty good. The radishes at the top are still badly overcrowded. Rosemary does what rosemary does. These are my Roma tomatoes. They've been putting on blossoms. The comfrey over here. And I never remember that one, the romaine lettuce. As you can see, I've been eating on that pretty regular. Now the cilantro, well, it's starting to grow tall. It's starting to give me the indications that it's going to be bolting soon. You can see this one in particular is getting real close. So won't have much more cilantro coming. Garlics, they're doing great. What can I say? And of course the collards continue to grow, and I continue to eat them, but they're still growing faster than I can eat. So I may wind up having to can some of those when it's all said and done. The dinosaur kale, not getting huge, but it is good. And the mustards, they're going crazy. Florida broadleaf and the red giants. I tell you, those red giants are kind of spicy. I have to be a little bit careful how much of them I put in my salads. The Napa cabbages down here, for the first time in my experience, I'm starting to get heads of cabbage. Got one there, one here, one back there that looks like it's trying to form up. Another one over here. Those are coming along well. Of course, I have my trained attack cat out here guarding the garden. Actually, she's just laying in the sun. Curly kale's looking good. The broccoli here, we got a race going on because it's starting to form broccoli heads, and we'll just have to see if that's going to happen before it gets too warm for it. I got 2 or 3 of them here that are starting to form heads. Actually, it looks like 4 or 5. So we shall see. I'm keeping a close eye on them. As soon as those things start to flower, they're going in the house. My winter eggplant, they kept growing flowers, but they never did produce any fruit. Let's see what they do with it warming up a little bit. And then down here at this end, the Brussels sprouts, pretty leaves, but no sprouts. There may still be time, so we'll just have to wait and see. Over here in the purslane bed, I scattered some radish seeds in there too, and they're coming up. The carrots are doing good, and I dug down around one of them down here just to see. It looks like that one's got a carrot growing on it that's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter here at the soil level. That was from the first planting I did, and the second planting's coming along pretty good too. And of course the purslane is doing great. The Floridad tomatoes over here, they've got blossoms all over them too. Looking good. I never did tie any of these up, but they're not sprawling too badly. And my blue lake bush beans, I've been picking about a handful a day for the last week and a half or 2 weeks. Though there's not many of them on there today to pick, but they're still coming along well. And of course the Everglades tomatoes and the Homestead tomatoes, they're doing wonderful. I got little green tomatoes all over the place in here. These are Everglades. And as we get down to this end, we start seeing some of the Homesteads. And I'm starting to feel like I don't have to worry too much more about freezing weather. So it looks like I might get lucky again this year. Oh, some of these things are starting to look pretty good. I mean, they're not huge, but then these don't get huge, but they sure do get tasty. So I'm just waiting. Some of them are getting about the right size to where they'll be starting to turn colors pretty soon. Of course, still got pineapples, and I still got sweet potatoes. They haven't been spreading out very much, and I worry because I see signs that there's ants in the bottom of that bucket, but they're still growing. So I'll just let them keep growing. And the patience garden, well, you can't see anything here because I finally went in and trimmed off the last of the dead stuff, and then I put about 4 to 6 inches of leaf mulch over top of them. So they'll be popping up probably in the next month or so. And this year, if I get enough, I get to eat asparagus. And one more thing that I just can't help but show off a little bit. This is the Ponderosa lemon that I grew from seed. It gave me a lemon last year. What's that, about 8 feet tall, maybe 9. Blossoms all over the place. Those things sure smell good. I don't think it can possibly support as many lemons as it's growing blossoms for. But if I get just a couple, I'll be pretty satisfied with that. It seems to be doing good out here. The little avocado got new growth on it. The fig still has leaves. Hey, maybe it'll grow this year a little bit. And the big avocado has got new growth all over it. All the plants seem to be trying to tell me that spring is coming. And I've been seeing flocks of birds moving through, and most of them look like they're headed north. So that's a good sign. But meanwhile, I just couldn't resist coming out here and spending a little quality time out in the garden. So I'm glad I got a chance to bring y'all along. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.